Paris Lake Reservoir near Moreno Valley.
And what are we doing in Moreno Valley?
We came here to visit Gord and Lois, who's Julianne's parents and our friends, to meet with them for dinner.
They've been inviting us for 12 years and we finally made it. We're a little slow on the uptake.
So we got a chance to spend some time with them, see their beautiful place down here, and it was a great visit. It was wonderful.
It was, truly was. So we're 2 months into our snowbirding trip and we thought we'd just kind of give an update of our impressions, and we'll keep this really quick and light and just some insights. So Curtis, what has been your highlight of so far?
I think coming down that coast still was
the Pacific Coast Highway and the Oregon coast?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
The Oregon, California coast.
Yeah, that was stunning. And what would you, I would have to agree with that being the highlight. What would you say, what was the thing that surprised you most? Or what is the thing that you weren't expecting for this?
Well, I think really we knew coming down that inflation was a real thing in Canada and a real thing in the States. And I think that's one of the things that surprised me is the cost of groceries down here, which has always been cheaper every time we traveled in the US. This time, they're about the same as Canada, but with the exchange difference, so 40%, it is a lot more expensive.
That's true.
But that being said, we are under our daily budget that we anticipated and budgeted for, so that part's good in 2 months, but still expenses are high.
Yes, definitely high. And fuel cost in California just jumps. When we were in Arizona, it was way less, but as soon as you cross that border, boy, the prices just go through the roof.
Yeah, they're here. Diesel's crazy. Same in Canada. Diesel's high, but diesel costs here are ridiculous. So, and then you throw exchange on there. It's pretty bad.
And so travel style. We've done 2 different kinds of travel style. We've tried both. What are the 2 kinds?
Well, I mean, we did the camping, state parks, that type of deal, which is by far our favorite. We love that, just like our provincial parks, we love camping. But we also went to some RV resorts, both in Santa Barbara and Palm Desert, just for weeks. Well, one 7 days, and then 9 days. And then we went to Mesa, we were there 18 days, and in Yuma for 7 days. So we went to those RV parks where a lot of snowbirders head. We met some wonderful people. We met some people from up by Oakland. We met some people from Missouri City. We met some people from Lake Tahoe. And that part was incredible. And even the Ontario couple, it was wonderful meeting people. And you can see why it's appealing. You want to touch on that for the long stay snowbird kind of locations?
Yeah. So we have friends that are in Yuma, and this is their second year of snowbirding, and so they pick a place and they go there for the season and they stay there for the whole time. And I totally understand that concept. I understand the sense of community. All the places that we stayed for any length of time, they're truly little towns, little communities, and long-term friendships and the rest of it. And I totally get that. And it is very, very appealing. But we're not there yet. And so it just kind of affirmed our idea that we're not ready to just go park it in one park for the winter, that we want to travel and see everything. So it was actually really good. We got a taste of it and saw the appeal of it, but we're not there. But the really cool thing is we got to meet up with your auntie.
We did. We got to meet my auntie Lorraine and her sister Shirley in Yuma. And some people are down here that we missed that moved on to Texas. But we
weren't able to meet up with my auntie. That didn't work just for timing of her schedule and our schedule. It just didn't work out. But
there's lots of times down here again.
Yeah. So our dogs. I mean, it's not much different than how it is when we're back in Canada. We have our dogs with us, and there's gross stuff there. We have our dogs with us, and I mean, it's the same thing. It's our house is the same wherever we take it. It's just our yard that changes, and the dogs are great with it. They love the travel days. They love being in the truck. They love their RV, and so there hasn't really been an adjustment at all for any of this.
Except for trying to find their dog food.
Yeah, their dog food is not readily available, and the only company we can find that carries it down here, a store, is Petco. So we see a Petco, it's like Veer for Petco because we need dog food.
Yeah.
And the only other thing was being in the desert with the dogs was definitely challenging with cacti, because worried about getting in their paws or in their mouths and vet bills. We didn't want those. So yeah, that definitely was challenging and a little disconcerting.
Guys,
Curtis has completed our power upgrade. We'll be doing a video about that down the road here.
that's a game changer.
Oh, it's huge. We went boondocking and we were able to run the air conditioning when it did get hot enough. And there was no concerns about power. And our solar is up and charging. And yeah, it was really...
That was good. We can run the air conditioner, and for that sun, we still stayed at 100%.
Yeah, like
So,
it just felt...
yeah.
I don't know, I guess it was just a real sense of freedom knowing that we can be completely off-grid and independent and not worry about it. So that was really cool. And it was also really cool to stay for $0. That was awesome.
Yeah, we were there 3 nights?
3 nights. $0, zero cost. It was fantastic.
That was different.
We wanted to head back up the coast, but that we made a change of plans to do something different. And so by the looks of it, we will be heading towards Death Valley and
Vegas and
just seeing things
Utah, Idaho, Montana.
Right. So we wanted to see things that we haven't seen before. One of the things that we do, you'll see in every video, we're always like, oh, like and subscribe on YouTube. And just so you know, the reason why every YouTuber is asking you to subscribe is because as people hit that like button and they subscribe, that moves you up in the queue with YouTube and gets you more exposure so more people can see our videos. So if you don't mind and you're enjoying our content, please do hit the like and the subscribe so we can reach more people and get more people seeing our adventures. So one of the challenges is we've spent most of our married life that Curtis has worked away, and I like my own company. I guess that's the best way of putting it. So
she needs her time.
I need my time.
Needs her time.
And Curtis needs his wind down time. And so one of the things that we've been kind of trying to eke out is figuring out how we can respect that in one another. And Curtis has been awesome. I love audiobooks, so I just kind of escape and go listen to an audiobook. And I know that Curtis likes to lose himself in a PS4 NHL game. So that's kind of how we've made it for us being able to have our own time. And I think that's really important when you're in an RV and we have 250 square feet with 2 dogs, and
you still need some time. Or go for a walk.
Yeah.
I went to the gym some at some of those resorts, so you just need that time.
And sometimes even just for me, taking the dogs out by myself, just getting that time going for a brisk walk and just enjoying the scenery. And I think that's what makes it doable, is if you're respectful of one another, that you do need some time to yourself. As much as we love one another, we can get on one another's nerves.
Yeah, that's a learning curve for sure. And I guess the final thing is on the fitness side and our fitness challenge, stuff like that too. I mean, how is that going?
Not well. So as busy as we are and as much as we are on the move, there's a lot of time spent in the truck and a lot of time spent in the trailer, and it's been rather sedentary. And it's a different life that we really need to have it in our minds of it being purposeful and being active, and not just walking. Like, it needs to be that we're active, and that's been that has been a bit of a challenge because we've never been in that position before. Normally just our normal lifestyle keeps us trimmer, and also just it's easy to be unhealthy in your eating habits, and you're traveling, and so you swing in for a fast food meal versus having snacks on the road pre-made and all of those things. And so we need to do better.
The next 2 months we got a part of that plan too, like Debbie mentioned earlier about adjusting that too.
Yes,
be more active,
for sure.
Eat a little better, plan your travel days better.
So overall impression, what is your overall takeaway so far halfway through our trip of snowbirding?
I think it's like we said with Gordon Lewis last night. We've kind of been in awe sometimes, going, wow, we can't believe we're doing this. And I think it's such a blessing to be able to do this, to be able to be in these places, see these sights, and have this time. I mean, we're only doing it 4.5 months this year. Like next year could be 6 months.
Yes.
I mean, you're talking half a year to be able to travel and see things and be free and enjoy this part of life. Like, it's unbelievable. So very thankful that we're here.
The challenging part is we're away from family. I flew home in January for 10 days. Well, not home. I flew back to my parents' home for 10 days to go visit my mom and dad. It's hard being away from family. And I know it's weird for our kids that we're not even in the same country right now. And as weird as that sounds, like I just think it just seems, for lack of a better word, it just seems really foreign. But that's been a challenge, not seeing the kids and not seeing our parents and our family. Those relationships are really important. And so being away from them, that's the downside. I think that would be maybe the only downside.
Probably, yeah. I think so. I mean, it's harder.
Yeah, being away from friends and family.
And my car. Being away from my car.
Oh my gosh.
That's the downside.
I can't tell you how many.
Gordon and I were talking about cars with his Corvette, his new C8, and mine. So yeah, that makes me miss my car more. So yeah, that's the downside.
I often hear randomly at the weirdest times, I miss my car.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to driving it again. So, but I wish it was here. I wish we had it. That'd be fun.
That has been the ongoing challenge of trying to figure out how we can have Curtis's car with us, and we're trying to work out solutions, but none in the works yet.
No, none in the budget anyway.
Yeah, not in the budget. If we had a unlimited amount of money, I mean, no big deal, but we don't have that.
Yeah, exactly. So, but no, it's good. It's really good. It's been fun, and it's been an adventure. We are heading to Santa Clarita area. Going to go Six Flags, Magic Mountain. And it's supposed to get back sunny and 21 degrees again, so that'll be nice because we've had some cool weather. Just
as a little side note, everywhere we have gone, everyone has said it's been unseasonably cold and unseasonably windy, and we're sorry.
Yeah, we seem to have brought that Canada winter with us. But it hasn't been, I mean, we've had some 24s and 25s, but overall we've had some pretty cold.
Absolutely.
Things. There's a guy taking out a license plate.
So having said all that, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and we'll be putting out more videos, and we're just starting to experiment with doing some shorts. And thanks for tuning in.
Take care.
Bye.